Hey guys, Kelly here with the Flying Cigar Crew. Today we're reviewing the 2024 CAO Amazon Basin. Today is a really exciting day for the Flying Cigar Crew. One, we found two leftover CAO Amazon Basins from the 2024 release in our humidor. And two, this is the very first video that we're doing in the Flying Cigar Co. studios. So we're excited to start making new content, start bringing you cigar reviews, cigar education videos, as well as cigar interviews with people from the industry, as well as other cigar smokers. So we'll get right into talking about the 2024 CAO Amazon Basin. Now these sticks, they flew off the shelves. They were released around January. They're made in limited quantities. Last time this specific blend was released was in 2022. You might have remembered the blend from last year. That was the CAO Amazon Basin Extra Añejo, which was slightly different, slightly stronger blend, but this is back to the core blend that we remember. Now this series was started in 2014. And last time it was released in 2022, they said they made about 6,000 boxes of these. And now they didn't release production figures for 2024, but it's said to be slightly less than what they made in 2022. So CAO's goal with this cigar was to create a smoking experience that was completely different from anything on the market. And they definitely did this. This cigar is unlike anything you've probably ever smoked before. And that's because it's made with special tobacco that's cultivated by indigenous tribes in the Amazon rainforest. They actually have to go and find places in the Amazon rainforest where the sun shines through, where they can plant the tobacco, grow it, and then harvest it. Now, once they harvest it, they actually roll the tobacco into these tubes called corda. They age the tobacco in the corda, and then from there, they take it by canoe to the mainland where it can be used in cigars that we get today. Now, these come in at around $15 to $20 a stick, and it might sound kind of pricey, but it's actually pretty amazing considering that they come all the way from the Amazon rainforest from these indigenous tribes. Now, the CAO Amazon Basin is actually a really cool looking cigar. It has a dark oily wrapper with a brown twine wrapped around it for a band, and this look really does capture the essence of the cigar and the tobacco that's grown naturally in the Amazon rainforest. Blended with a Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, and as we talked about, the Brazilian Braganza filler with additional fillers from Colombia and the Dominican. Now, talking about the aroma of the CAO Amazon Basin, it does have a unique smell. Some of it has gone away on this cigar from aging in the humidor, but some people who have gotten fresh boxes have commented that it has a manure type smell. I personally never got that. Regardless, it doesn't affect the taste of the cigar at all. So let's go ahead and see what this cigar is all about, and we're going to light them up. Now, on the initial light up here, I'm getting a lot of chocolate off the cigar. Some pepper in there. It has a nice firm draw. Little bit of sweetness. Very enjoyable so far. So finishing up the first third here, and this cigar has transitioned quite a bit. Lost a lot of the chocolatey notes and it's kind of transitioned into more earthy and cedar type flavors. Little bit of raisin sweetness and still some pepper off the nose. Continued to be enjoyable so far. Had some pretty good burn, haven't had to do any touch-ups. A little bit of canoeing right there. Really good draw. I'm really enjoying how the smoke continues to bellow through the cigar and come through the cap even. The only thing I would comment, they say that this is a medium to full body cigar. I'd say it's more medium. Very subtle flavors. It's not a huge pack of flavor. It's not something that's in your face or anything. The Extra Añejo last year was a little bit more like this, but I definitely say this is more medium bodied. So we're going to continue on and see what the second third's like. So on to the second third here. I'm starting to get a lot of really strong dark chocolate notes coming out, and this is really interesting to me because typically I find that as you smoke through a cigar, some of the flavors start to get a lot more mellow, but it's kind of been the opposite as I transition and continue into this cigar, as well as I'm starting to get a little bit of black licorice flavors, maybe a little bit of cedar. And now we're on to a next topic of conversation, which is, can you smoke through the twine right here? It's said that, no, you're not supposed to smoke through the twine. Now, I don't know if anybody's tried it. If If you have, let us know in the comments, but I'm going to be removing it. Something pretty cool. I think it's a cool aspect of the cigar, and it'll be a fun part of the experience. Okay, into the final third here. Still getting a little bit of subtle notes of chocolate, but now I'm starting to also get a lot of cedar and a lot of pepper flavors. And that's really been the cool thing about this cigar, is how much it's transitioned. It's definitely not boring. It's definitely not one-dimensional. It has a lot of flavors. I get a lot of different flavors throughout the experience, which is something I really enjoy. And that makes sense considering that it has tobacco from 5 different countries in it. You kind of get that really complexity to it. Now with that, I would say overall I'd give this cigar around a 90. And I get a lot of people asking, is it worth the hype? I'd say absolutely. 1, it's a really great cigar. And 2, where else are you going to get a cigar that has tobacco in it from tribes in the Amazon rainforest over thousands of miles away that are brought in by canoes? I mean, you're not going to get that very many other cigars, if any at all. So with that, yeah, definitely worth the hype, definitely worth trying. I think it's worth the price, so definitely give it a try. So thank you for joining us today in our very first video in the Flying Cigar Co. studio. Like I said, we're really excited about this, and if you made it this far, be sure to give our video a like, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.